Psalm 2, verses 4 to 6. Ha katoikon en uranois ek galasatai autus, kai ha curios ek mukteriei autus, tota la lese prasotus en orgei autu, kai ento thumo autu taraxe autus. Egode katastathen basileus hup autu, epision oros tohagion autu. Continuing on, we have now a contrast, the one who dwells in heaven, ha katakon en uranois. This is from kat oikeo, to dwell. It's our present active participle, masculine nominative singular, agreeing with ha. So this is our subject, the one who dwells where? In heaven. He will laugh at them. Ek galasatai. This is from ek galazo, ek galao, I laugh at, I mock. Galao itself means to laugh. Here with the ek, it's with a sense of intensification or derision, so to laugh at, thus taking the object here, them. The one who dwells in heaven will laugh at them. This is a middle future from this verb. Here's the sigma marking the future with this middle ending. So ek galasatai, he will laugh at them. And the Lord, hakurios, will mock ek mukteriei. This is from ek mukterizo. As sometimes happens with these verbs ending in zeta, it takes a liquid future, which is why we have a here instead of say. So you have the contract a resulting in a as you find it instead of the more expected future, say. So he will mock, the Lord will mock, another accusative direct object, autus, he will mock them. Then he will say, lalese, to them, pros autus, he will say to them in his wrath, en orge autu, and in his anger, and to thumo autu, he will terrify them. So we have now two thoughts. Then at that time, after when he mocks them, he will speak to them in his anger, and in his wrath he will terrify. This is from taraso. As is common, these verbs with a double sigma in the future have a xi, and otherwise are normal, so it's third person singular, future active indicative from taraso. He will terrify them, autus. Note also the parallelism that you have here, the verb and the verbal phrase, he will speak to them, followed by the modifying phrase, in his wrath, and then you have the opposite, in his anger, then the verbal phrase, he will terrify them. So you get this nice kind of balance there. Moving on to verse 6. And I, so another shift, here a shift in the speakers, and I was established as king, katastathen basileus. Katastathen here is from kath histemi, everyone's favorite verb, the histemi compound. Kath histemi means to set someone into a certain state, to set something as in an ongoing state of some kind. Here, it means to appoint or to establish one in the role of king. Kat estathen is our aorist passive indicative, first person singular. The big clues there are the epsilon here, the past indicative augment, the theta showing the aorist passive marker, and then the normal first person singular aorist passive ending ain. So I was established, I was set as king, basileus, then you have your agent phrase, by him. I was established as king by him, and where? Epision, upon Zion. And we're going to get an appositional phrase. What is Zion? Oros tahagion autu. Oros tahagion is, you have this attributive adjective modifying oros, the holy mountain, autu, of him, his holy mountain. So in this section, we shift from a look from the narrator at what God will do, what the Lord will do, looking future to a time when he will speak and he will say. And then the quotation of that speech is of not specifically the Lord as mentioned in verse 3, but of his Christ, that is the one who was established as king upon the mountain.